Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Unwind Flow Yoga. I'm Amanda and I'll be guiding you through this short practice that's a great reset if you've been sitting for a big part of the day, especially if you've been sitting at a desk. So you can do this practice anywhere. I'm sitting on my yoga mat, but you can do this in your office chair or your dining chair or wherever you happen to be sitting. Since I'm on my yoga mat, I'm sitting with my hips propped up a little bit on a prop, but like I said, you can do this practice anywhere. Getting started here, finding your sitting bones connected to the surface that you're sitting on there, and create a nice tall spine with the shoulders just softly dropping back. So you might notice where the shoulders are in space. If they feel like they're a little bit forward, see if you can draw them back slightly. And then option here as we get started, you can either have the palms face down or face up. Face up is more of this receiving action, and face down is more of this grounding sensation. So choose what feels meaningful for you, and that might mean experimenting and switching back to the one that feels the most comfortable. As you're ready here, we'll bring our awareness to the breath, starting by moving the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Taking these first few moments just to drop in, allowing whatever you were doing before you turned on this practice to just drift off to the side for a moment. See if you can take a few moments just for you. Take this time to check in, to notice, see if anything stands out to you. And as we focus this practice on the neck and shoulders, we're going to be thinking about this idea of the fascia in the body. And if this is a new word for you or you're not sure what that means, we'll just be focusing on this superficial layer, so the layer that's just under the skin. So as you sit here settling in, see if you can bring your awareness along the sides of the neck or tops of the shoulders, wherever's standing out to you. See if you can connect to this area that's just underneath the skin. And rather than thinking about it as a specific point, thinking about it more like an interconnected webbing. Thinking about this interconnected sensation. As you bring your awareness there, maybe it's moving a little bit from your original focal point of the neck or the shoulders. Maybe it's drifted to other areas that need your attention. See if you can integrate an awareness that this layer that's just underneath the skin is fluid, it's able to move, the opposite of rigid. See if any other words or descriptors stand out to you. Start to draw in a little bit more of this internal awareness. Keep everything as it is. Just take the palms together and start to rub them towards each other, feeling a little bit of warmth. And then when your hands feel warm, we'll take one palm and then the other over the eyes or each eye. So just gently cupping the palms around the eyes. Eyes can be closed or open, whichever is most comfortable for you. Take a few breaths here. Connecting to this internal awareness not only of our mental experience, taking a few moments for a little bit of a break here, but also this physical awareness where we can create a little bit more space, a little bit more of that fluid sensation. Noticing here if as we brought the arms up to cover the eyes, if we start to feel any of that tension through the neck and shoulders. See if you can soften it a little bit. Take another breath in. Exhale slowly, let the hands go. Bring them back down on the legs wherever they're rested most comfortably. And then we'll start to bring a little bit of that stretch into our neck and shoulders. So when you're ready, just slowly drop the chin down towards the chest. And without really thinking about a stretch, see if you can think about that layer just underneath the skin. If you notice any tension as you drop the chin down towards the chest, rather than thinking about removing that tension or a specific spot, see if you can pinpoint two spots that are some distance from each other, and imagining those two spots softly moving away from each other. So maybe that's one vertebrae closer to the back of the skull here, and one a little bit further down the spine. See if you can imagine them getting a little bit further away. Staying here with this static chin dropping down towards the chest, or if you'd like some movement, start to bring in gentle neck circles here. So moving the chin in this semicircle motion. Once again, no real objective to feel the stretch right now. We're just exploring, see if we can connect to that sense of just underneath the skin. Take one more circle to each side. And then when you're ready, bring the chin back so it's parallel to the floor, and take a moment to notice. Notice any changes that you feel. No right or wrong, just notice. And then from here, we'll get a little bit more into the side of our neck here. So leaving the left hand where it is, we'll take the right arm up. And as you reach up, notice what's happening in the shoulder. Maybe you'd like to drop it down a little bit more. It doesn't have to go all the way. And then slowly take your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then the right hand's gonna rest along the left side of the head. So I'm not pressing down, it's just gently resting there. And then I want to think about taking my elbow up and behind me. Not forcing, but just this energetic up and away. Dropping your opposite shoulder, your left shoulder down. Once again, reconnecting to that skin layer just underneath. Maybe once again imagining there's 2 points that are gently moving away from each other. 2 points within this web of connective tissue. And as they gently move away from each other, even though really they're not moving, in between these 2 points we bring in more of that fluidity, that sense of connection. You can stay right here exactly as you are, or we'll just change this up slightly. So the chin will tilt down towards the chest, and you can bring the hand more towards the back, left side of the head. Notice what's happening in the shoulders, in this lifted elbow. Notice what's happening in the breath. Take another breath in. And then as slow as you came in, make your way out. And then take a moment, notice the difference, right side, left side. Switching sides, take your left arm up this time. And then drop left ear to left shoulder, bend the elbow, hand softly rest on the side. Not pressing, just rested there. Lifted elbow lifts up and back. As you lift back, you may even feel a little bit of space here, right in the front of the shoulder. If you feel any tension through the side of the neck, think about those 2 points on either side of that tension, moving a little bit further away from each other, softening the tissues. And then stay there or tilt the chin down towards the chest. Take the hand along the back of the head. What can you notice about these sensations? Noticing if you feel in any other areas that we're not specifically targeting, so anywhere outside of the neck and shoulders. And then as you inhale, release as slow as you came in. Hands are down. And then one last one here. We'll take both arms up this time. And then bend both elbows. Take the hands towards the back of the head. And we're not necessarily pressing here, they're just resting in space. And then take an inhale, bring the elbows back behind you and open the chest. As much as is comfortable, can be very small. Exhale, bring the elbows together and drop the chin down towards the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Once more, we inhale, lift, open. Bring the elbows back, lift the chest, maybe even lift the chin. Fingertips gently supporting the head behind you. We'll hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, take the hands back down towards the thighs. Take a full cycle of your breath in. Exhale, release it out. Take a moment to sit here once again and notice. Reconnect to that layer of connective tissue, our fascia, the superficial layer just beneath the skin. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for our practice today. I'll see you again very soon. Namaste.